Welcome to Talon Academy. This is Zen's Garden versus BBA on Busan. Both teams seem to be running a Rhine-based comp with a Hog on one side and a Zarya on the other. Both teams are going to be pushing to play it pretty aggro. Pin does come out and hits Hexo. He also said to keep him alive and a pick coming out from Kaneshko. I can't say that, my bad. Oh, so many kills going in the favour of Zen's Garden. Hook is landing onto the Willow, but Undoing is just going to go down. That's the point. Slowly hits or is capped by Zen's Garden. Oh, Willow's already got a shadow. It's been like 40 seconds. I don't think she was on the jungler before, so I'm gonna see a switch on to the rat. Oh, we've got a sneaky Rhine here waiting for a shadow. Gonna wait until the enemy Rhine goes through the choke here. Shadow, he's only hitting one. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to follow up with the hook coming up from Undoing, stopping him from being able to swing the hammer as Skew picks up a pick onto the enemy Lucio. It's going to allow them to push in a second pick there coming out from Nox onto Willow, leaving the enemy team without a main tank or off healer. Skew getting a 2k in the backline with a mercy damage boost and the kill with his passive. So, point is going to flip any second now over to DBA after they tail Sham, which they have done. Oh, Skew going to spam the spawn a little bit, build up that ult charge for his Riptide. He's pretty much got yes, could be big. Nexo also has her shadow, more or less. Does pin the joke, isn't gonna land. Ends up getting pinned, but Skew taking up both supports in the meantime, popping the Riptide, I believe. Oh no. 1 second. Oh, a Noon came through on point. He doesn't die into the Riptide though, not really getting any of that other Noon. As VD won this fight. I'm sorry, I didn't really see what was happening. Oh, VD only used 2 ults that fight. They've kept Shadow, Noon, Whole Hog, and Coalescence. Not much to work with for Zen's Garden. A Shadow, Grav, maybe can come out of this fight, Coalescence. Oh. A shadow is used from both teams, one being a 5-man I believe. One is a huge from Hexo, and the Nuna there to fall on the picks, getting a nice 3k. So kind of slowly entering last fight. Oh, Jamboy getting a early pick onto Skew, but he's going to be rezzed up by Merciless. They're going to force him back to his team who is rotating around the main. Sure, going to get pushed here a little bit, kind of trapped. Does have the help of his supports though, and the enemy res is going to get trapped and chunked down by that Juggernaut promo fire. Skew taking another pick here actually onto Sham, make sure getting a pick onto Jamboy, and a second one onto Lizzie. Unless Garden can get back to point, they're not going to be able to do much with the grab or dragon combo they have right now, and doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to touch because BD are pushing up into the storm. Skew does get taken down. No one can touch. My ankle is itchy. Oh, Sanctuary. Could be pretty beneficial for Jamboy. Reaper's pretty good in this close quarter sort of situation, but oh no, he switched over to the Mei. Never mind. Mei's also good here though, so that's fine. Skew switching off the jungler onto the Genji. If you know about the Mei, you probably won't be making that decision now, but you can't see in the enemy spawn, so. Oh, Warlow charging out a spawn, he's almost already a point. Zoom in. Oh, there's a ball. There is a Hammond. Power drive in the backline, knocking up 3 people, giving him an early 20% ult charge as the friends kind of have a little bit of a swing back and forth. Counter coming up from Hexo. She's going to get frozen, and a fire strike hitting the supports of the VB and take them below as Hexo just gets swung at by Willow, eventually falling, and it's going to force VD to back off her a little bit. Willow looking for some staggers here on the Rhine, and the damage that he did deal is followed up by Gunshoe. So have to gonna make VD wait a little bit longer for their Moira to respawn. And Wooloo already at that shadow again, really early, building it pretty quick just by swinging at Acacia. And he's probably gonna be looking to use it in the site. Power drive coming through, only really hit connecting with the main, he's gonna roll away after. Oh, he got frozen and pinned! No, there's a raid in the backline with a shadow. Shadow is used by things and May blocked it on his team. He's gonna be trying to get the Moira, but Nox is there to protect Skew using the Dragon Blade, looking for a second kill. He does get the second. Can he find a third? Oh, he did not get the third. Merciless stole it from him. He's like falling out to Xenon as a couple fan hammers come up from Nox onto Xenon as the point flips back. It's not back. They didn't cap it before. I'm a clown. Probably are gonna see a Crab Dragon in maybe not this fight, but the next fight coming up from Zen's Garden. It's pretty close to being built, and they do have Shadow onto Warlow. He does end up falling with a hook and a lot of damage coming up from that Roadhog. And I was going to leave this fight pretty open for them. B-drop coming up defensively as Skew gets a headshot onto the enemy sniper. Make sure he gets frozen and is forced to go back to a team a little bit as a Blizzard is thrown out. Could possibly freeze 4 people. They will make it away in time though. I need to put Blitz on spectating blue only, right? Show lobby. I can't see anything. 1 second. Spectate blue only. Okay, I'm back. Wings is popped for VD as a Noon is also popped, getting Chan, and looks like VD's got control over this fight pretty easily as they have to get the point, but they are gonna recapture it. Prep was used, but the dragon wasn't meant to follow? Maybe Kaneko was dead at the time. Oh, taking a different approach here from Zen's Garden, going around the right side. Flash is there to slow them down a little bit, landing on only the thing. Shadow is blocked by Acacia, as the dragon kind of zones her off from a team. She takes so much damage and she's gonna fall. Hook landing onto Willow as 2 picks come out from the side of VD and a res on the Acacia. Another pick comes out for them onto Willow. And just have to keep up the last 2 stragglers on the point as Skew lands a nice headshot onto Lil Z. And the rest of the team on Zen's is cleaned up. We only have 1 fight to work. Here with now not many ults to use. Beat Drop and Carson will probably come online, but if Hexer lands a big Shadow, it could all be over in 1 fight. That's what she's looking at. Shadow only getting 1, and the bubble is there to keep Willow alive potentially. Carson is coming out from be doing so much damage. There's noise in my background. I am sorry. Skew getting another headshot, and the second one. It's popping. Means that just is only enough point. Oh, Skew. So many people killed that fight. I believe it was 4. Popped off. We're gonna see play of the game. Nox. Oh, it's probably the 3-man Noon with the Shadow combo from Acacia. Oh, it is, dude. Oh, the big flash is something that the shield to block it. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Impressive, if I do say so myself.
You're misgendering your own bird.
I'm a clown, dude. Okay. So we are here on Volskaya. Got a little cheeky Pharmacy coming up from VD on the defensive side. It can be quite a deal with if you... Oh wait, I just thought it was VD because I thought it's Zen's who has the Pharmacy. My bad. They are going to make a pretty aggressive push here through the main choke. They know they can't really deal with the Pharmacy outside of the vertical, so they're just going to rush straight up and take the fight there. Big punch coming out from Single onto Apple, and then leaving down a main support, so the Far's not going to get as much support here. As Skew actually takes down Kaneko, they do lose their main flank, though, and Apple is raised back up. But still, Saint's trying to do what he can on this objective here. Has to try and get up, but he ends up going down just before he can make it out in time. And Zen's Garden going to be pushing forwards here, trying to get any saggers they can. But it's going to be pretty hard to take out all of the double support pocket while putting those supports down. Blitz is back though, tries to charge into the choke. I think he's trapped. No? He was trapped once. Oh, punch is charged just to help him get through the choke a little bit quicker as Sane goes on a low flank. He has pretty much got his Meteor Strike, so if he gets in a bad spot he can use it, or maybe if he wants to get a kill, he can just slam on him. Oh, I didn't know Skew was back there. Looks like they're helping take this fight though, even though they're down one. Bubble is used onto Sane and the punch knocks Jamboy out of position. Not sure if... Oh. Merciless, no! That's a really solid pick there. Both Carsons coming out, as well as a Duke Patrol about. So many being used and Tree's kind of going both sides. Xenon does use Shadow, but it is blocked by Blitz. Counter charge coming out from Blitz too. But all the kills are kind of favoring Zen's Garden here. And they still haven't really got a way to deal with the farmers, which is being a pretty big issue. Sane is going to swap off the Doomon to the Junkrat. Still not exactly a counter, but you never know. Triple mine into Sky, couple directs. Could work. Oh. That's a huge stagger. It's gonna slow VD down even more on their attack. They are gonna maybe fight this though, with a dragon to separate the team a little bit as they push in. Plus it does get trapped as Wings is popped for the team to play aggro here. So coming out onto the flanking barrage. It gets two, and Warlord goes off after getting picked by Skew. Rez comes out onto Blitzer. The fight's more or less even at this point. And with that pick from Skew, it's a 1 in the favor of VD as they push in here with a little charge from Blitz. Xenon though, almost with a shadow, he could be looking to do big things here if he can get out of this Junkrat trap. She's not going to be able to, he ends up going down. And VD have got a firm threat on the first point here. With no one really to contest other than a hog with a mercy pocket. There's a Lucio on the high ground, so they will probably be looking to recontest there. Or maybe not. Or Jamboy with a pick that could turn the fight in the favor. And Sham is going to rip up Neko as the rip there is used picking two people and a Moira for the classes. Dragon is going to go over the point and it does pick off Tackle. There's not really many people for VD here to win this fight as Willow supports the enemy Rhine. You know, if you want to win this fight, there's something you have to do, and Med does bring Blitz back into the fight though. Both Reigns with Shadow here, so they're definitely going to lose and see what they can do. Shadow does come out from Blitz landing onto Xenon, he gets pushed by Willow, and Xenon uses Shadow, the bubble is there to keep him alive through the charge. Breath coming down only, well it didn't hit anything, but they kind of walked into it, so it ended up getting 3 people. B dropped defensively to try and keep them in this fight a little bit more, but Jamboy picks off the show in the backline. He's looking for more. He's trapped right now though. They did follow up on it just time. No, 2-man power to come out from Blitz. He's going to turn the tide of his powers. Sham tries to res and he does get jammed back alive. So he picks off someone. A second shadow coming out from Blitz in the fight. Sham's trapped again. Kaneko picking off Sane. Runs back on the legs because they're cheeky pick, but there's nothing you can do against the many people on point as VD, but Happel's just stalling forever seemingly of the pocket from Sham. It's just Mercy. Goodbye Mercy. That was a long stall from Zen's. Definitely got a lot of time and it's out of VD, so gonna be a lot harder for them to attack the second point unless Skew is going on the flanking noon. He is on his way around with a backline on the enemy as Blitz is hooked in the front line. It looks like he's going to be able to stay alive and gets a pin onto Rolo. Xenon trying to save his friendly hog. He's going to get back to his team, but he does end up falling. Oh, there's the flanking noon. It's free. It's huge. And VD pushes onto the point. Sham getting a res in the backline. Oh, he gets flashbang. Never mind. That's a flanking hog though. Well, the hook misses. He's gonna get beamed down and spammed by that junk grab, but he does touch in time along with the hammer, who's just gonna be spinning in circles, the ripback coming up, not really connecting. I think it's blocked by the shield, and BD's junk grab using ripback here, also not really connecting with anything. Pin coming out does land onto the ball and is gonna end up killing him. Shattered landing on two people who are on the point. Fire Strike doing so much damage, able to take them both out. And just Wolo and Happy here on the point to try and stall as much as they can, get those extra few precious seconds on the second point as Xenon gets back on the hamster. And he starts spinning. Just get flashed. There is a grab in the enemy spawn, I think. Can't really see it. New there to cover the point. Doesn't really allow anyone from Zengarden to touch, but Kaneko barely managed to touch just before recalling off the point. So Willow can get on it. They're just slowly dying one by one, and that respawn time is taking up. Oh, huge big there from Sane with the concussion by knocking off the point just before. Tenon could recontest. Sado. Who's Sado? Overwatch League. Okay. We fly to first point. Zoom zoom. And spin. Where's my drink? 1 second.
Ready for battle.
Bonker fun team comp. Could work out pretty well for them on the defense actually. Skew, blocking McCree. They probably are doing that in case of the Faro pick, which Zen's Garden do have. It caused quite a bit of trouble for them when they were doing their attack, and safe to take the bet. Blossom McCree is pretty solid of a hero right now, so not really any complaints about having a McCree in your team, especially when there's a Mercy too. Those damage shots do a lot of damage. I think it's about 90, 80-ish. So very scary. And Zens are going to be pushing here, but trying to decide which way they want to go. If they want to go straight into the Orisa, which they do, with a pin, Willow ends up picking up Skew, and that's going to allow them to push in for the aggro here. But Scene does get a counter pick, and the res is there. Oh no, the res got cancelled. Zens do get their own res off. The supports of VD have been separated from the tank line a little bit here. Nestus does fly back to the tanks. Oh, Willow getting another pick this fight onto the other DPS of VD. And had to play it a little bit slower, so Wally gets pushed with the aggro here. Is forced to use Fortify. No more Fortify, she's gonna fall as Blitz gets hit with a charge straight into the mega room. And there's a shatter onto the back piece. With the Acacia or Flash Fan to try and stop Willow's Reign of Terror, but it's not going to be enough. That's a very fast 0.1 captain's going to give them about 5-6 minutes to cap the second point. And with VD only really having 1 minute 20, they're going to have to hold for a long time. But there's so many ults that are coming their way. Nano, Barrage, the Riptide will be devastating. Counter charge coming out from Blitz as a whole boost, everyone together. There's Riptide getting 2 people. That's opening up the fight for VD very nicely, but Nano goes onto the Rhine. Jumbo gets his first kill of the fight, and a flanking nuke. They're going to get anyone. It does get the Xenon, so they could stabilize in this fight if they get enough picks. And the Happel is rezzed, so the picks that Skew made are going to be a little less relevant now. They are still there as VD comes back, gets a foothold on the point with the immortality. His shields are down. A Barrage is there, going on to Wally and Higgs Show, just forcing them to go back into the spawn. Shadow going onto the ball and the Skew. pin does come up, but it doesn't hit anything as Skew flush fans Xenon. And yeah, there's 2 balls spinning around on point. As Xenon does get trapped though, so no more spinning for him. But Blitz can keep going and going as Kaneko takes out Merciless. Did get the res off the Skew though, and here's another Noon taking out Sham, leaving both keep out Mercy for a little bit. Xenon spinning and winning, getting a pick on Skew just before he gets flashed and trapped by Sane. And it looks like they're gonna stabilize here. Only really giving up 1 tick. Oh. What ultimates have we got? It's Old Checker Clock. We have Minefield, Bongo, Valkyrie, almost Riptire, and we also have a pick from Jam onto the enemy jump. So we're gonna rush in. Bongo is used, but also they're just gonna dispatch with the Bongo pretty quickly as Lolly's forced back and forced to use Swordfight. Big nade going on to Blitz, gonna make it a little harder for him to spin, as the Riptide is used by Zen's Garden, hunting out anything they can find. Doesn't look like he can find anything. It did try and get Lolly, but she has too much HP to really kill. A big nade coming out from Apple there, going on to both the defending team tanks as Skew pops the Noon. He's looking for some picks here. Gets Rogue. I believe he started a charge for some reason, but he does get res back up. Zekon's Mindful is just doing the work here on the objective. As Skew is all alone on point. On Merciless was there, but she does end up falling. VD are over before they really get too much progress on the point. Blitz does get trapped and anti though, so he's gonna go down really quick. He's just spinning to winning again, getting 2 picks before he lands into Blitz's Mindful as they get the 2nd pick. And Freeman was RVD managed to get back. Shadow is there to kind of stop them from really doing anything, but only hit 1. Blitz does make it a back 2 point to spin, and boops Orlo kind of into his team's front line, but taking a lot of damage. Neko with the barrage here and the nano boost, but he doesn't really find anything, even with the damage and nano boost. Xenon is trapped in a little trap and spammed down by Junk. Oh, the emergency Bastion is out, but falling. Neko picking up 2 kills there on Picture and Skew. Probably looking for more here onto Sane. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it just yet, but he does eventually get there. Jab being res by Sham. Neko getting another kill, I believe that's his 5th of this fight, but looks like VD might be able to recontest, yeah. Haicho and Skew make it back. Skew actually getting a pick there onto the enemy Farah. Flash does come out landing onto Jam, but it doesn't really land. I think all of misangled a pin and he's falling off of the map. Myfield is covering the point, and it's going to make it a lot harder for VD to really contest it. But Merciless is there doing what she can, has to use Fade to stay alive, but she does make it back to point in time. A nice flow coming at that from Hextro, cancelling the res. She's just harassing the support line of Zen's Garden. It's anti-though, so she does have to back up, but she's done so much that fight, forcing the Armor Macro and cancelling the Mercy res, as it looks like they're going to be able to stabilize it, and they've built allowed them to have enough time to actually have more time than the enemy team if this goes on to another round. So we'll see. There's a grab, a minefield ready to be used in VD's ult bank, another Noon. This user's had some pretty solid Noon so far, usually getting a pick or 2, but Kaneko is going to open up the fight onto a pick. With a pick onto Sane. Shadow coming up, only hitting the Lolly, but that could be big, because she's so close to a grab and isn't able to follow up on the hill. Nano going out onto it. He's alone on the flank trying to do what he can. Doesn't take down Keisha with his mighty hammer, and we're gonna look for a second one onto Lolly. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to get it. He does pin booping all the way back, but it doesn't look like. Oh, he did get a kill. So there's so many picks for each team, about 3 each, I believe. But Waller's doing what he can. He does shadow onto Skew and Blitz, and he also flashlight both of them, so he could single-handedly have this for his team with the help of Hapu just right back against Merciless. BD's just coming back and there's the growth on there and prepared. Coalition's coming straight under Hapu, and I don't think they're gonna allow Zen's Garden to get the second map as they dispatch of the few people who are coming back from respawn for Zen's Garden. Boom boom. What skew? Was it the flanking move? It was. Look at him go. Bop, bop, bop. And then flash. Bop, bop, bop. Nice.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Огонь по готовности! Nerf this!
Payload has reached the channel.
I feel satisfied.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Time to raise my APM.
Skulasia!
Boosters engaged. Get back.
The payload is approaching its destination. Round 1 complete. Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
This will only hurt for a minute.
Огонь по готовности!
Видевал сую!
Seconds remaining.
Time to raise my APM. Kicking off. Fire in the hole!
Victory. Play of the game. Triple. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
I have big plans for you.
APM 좀 올려볼까? Time to raise my APM. Get through this. Mecha active. Where's the fun playing fair? I'm gonna have to shoot you down. Helden sterben nicht. Routing power to forward barrier. Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei. You're not? 올려볼까?
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Turn defense into offense.
No monkey business.
I foresee great things for you.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.